So today we're looking at forensic role number 11, and then I'll do a number 12 in a separate video as well. This one has got a video, and I have mentioned the video in a previous role, so I'll connect those up for you. Today's job role, well, let's just, without further ado, let's just go on to it, shall we? Is a forensic anthropologist. So a forensic anthropologist would be someone who could identify human remains and certain facts about them. So it might be their age, sex, weight, and they can do this from decomposed remains as well. So obviously you can see on that picture that there is literally a skeleton. A forensic anthropologist would be able to identify all those things with that little human left. They will be able to see what the cause of death was, whether the victim had sustained any injuries before their death, and even, you can see on the fun fact there, even if a person has a tattoo and for some reason it was missing, whether it, that had been burnt off or cut out for criminal reasons, the different coloured inks would still be stored in the lymph nodes. So you'd still know that that person had had a tattoo, even if it wasn't physically there. So obviously these people are really clever. They know a lot about the human body, and they will often assist the law, obviously within the court, and get people prosecuted because they will be able to kind of find evidence from, even human bones that maybe somebody else wouldn't have been able to find. They usually hold a master's degree. So you'll have your undergraduate, which is the standard kind of university experience degree, and then you would have your postgraduate, or known as a master's. So that's the one above. So they have got you might be in university for 6 years doing this role, but obviously it's an amazing role to be in, and there's definitely a lot of rewards from it as well, because you will be able to prosecute criminals that maybe nobody else would. So I'm going to show you the video now. So I'm just going to switch my screens. Okay. It's the video that I'm going to show you is, let me just share computer sound. Okay, so this video, I don't know if you remember on one of the other videos, there was the digital forensics officer, and there was that lady in the wheelchair, and I said that she was from Silent Witness. Well, this is a preview of Silent Witness. So you have Clarissa, who was that lady on the digital forensics job role. She did that role. This job role that I'm going to show you is the anthropologist. That'll give you a little bit of an idea about what an anthropologist would do. But yeah, I'll let you just watch it, and then we can talk about it at the end.
This is one of a range of victims that we've been analysing, discovering clues from as we piece together the gruesome circumstances of a mysterious triple murder.
There's evidence of a massive blow to the top and rear of his head.
So as the forensic pathologist on the show, my job is to help the actors make sure that their movements look right, their words are right, that they look like genuine forensic pathologists for the audience. So these bones are laid out in an anatomical manner so that you can work your way through them. You can go from top to bottom, look for injuries, look for damage, look to see what they can tell you about what happened to the person.
Now here, what we also found was a series of unhealed fractures across the knuckles of the right hand.
A punch, maybe.
The story is that these bones have been in the ground for 10 years. Somebody suspected one of the family of being the murderer. It turns out they're not, and it's all about finding out what really happened.
So I'll just stop that there. So you might have, well, first off, the music at the start, yeah, it is that scary. Silent Witness has been on TV for years and years, and that music is quite well known with Silent Witness. It's usually on BBC at 9 o'clock, but you can catch up on the BBC iPlayer if you're interested in that. You might have heard them say forensic pathologist. So a pathologist is very similar in that a pathologist is essentially a doctor who works on human bodies, and in this case, obviously they're usually dead. So an anthropologist and a pathologist are very, very similar. An anthropologist is essentially, if you went to study that at university, it's the study of the human body. So they're very similar in what they do. They might just have slightly different skills when they learn what you learn at university.